To perform a removal, first you need a good remover. In my opinion, I feel like cream removers are best for beginners because gel removers can seep into the client's eye a lot easier. Be sure to place down an eye patch to protect the client's skin, and then you want to get your remover, get a lipstick applicator, and put the remover into a glue ring. If you're taking the $28 lash course, you guys know that sanitization is our main priority, so this will prevent cross-contamination. And then apply the remover to the base of the extensions. Make sure to use a generous amount. Be sure to let your client know to keep their eyes closed the entire time. Also, when placing down the eye patch, be sure not to place it too high up because this can cause the remover to get into the eye as well. You can repeat this step until the desired amount is on the base of the lashes. After you've placed the desired amount of remover, you can apply an eye patch on top to trap in heat and let it sit for about 12 to 15 minutes. Some removers may require you to wait longer, but a good remover, usually 15 minutes max. If the lashes are stuck to the eye pad, just go ahead and take your tweezer and lift them up. And again, with a good remover, the lashes should just slide right off. However, if it doesn't, you can reapply remover and then let the eye patch sit for a little bit longer. Here's an example of how I remove the lashes. You just want to take your tweezer, go to the base of the extension, and then gently pull forward. This method can be a little bit intimidating because of course you want to be careful, and sometimes it might feel like you're pulling too hard. So I'm going to show you a more beginner-friendly method, and for the beginner-friendly method, you're going to want to use 2 tweezers. Make sure that both tweezers have really good grip, and then we're pretty much just going to do the banana peel method. The thing that makes it easier is because we have the remover on there, they kind of just slip right off. And it's also less intimidating because you have way more control. In these next few clips, I'm going to be finishing up the removal, and you can take this time to do some hands-on practice with your mannequin. I'm going to play some cute music for you guys, and I will be right back. Now that we have all the extensions off, it is time for a good lash bath, but before that, you want to try and get as much of the remover as you can off of the lashes. You don't have to get all of it off, but try and focus on removing just the bigger clumps of remover. And then after you've done that, it's time to lash bath, and we can now take off the eye patches. When taking off the eye patches, your client might think that they're done, so they will try and open. Just make sure to remind them to keep their eyes closed because you still have to lash bath. And to lash bath, it's nothing special. You would do the same steps as you would if you were starting a new set. Disperse the lash shampoo onto the eyelid, and I like to put it in the inner corner because my clients are less likely to flinch, and also let them know that you're about to disperse it so they expect it as well. And when you're scrubbing the lash line, make sure to scrub downwards so that way soap doesn't get into the eye. It may look like I'm scrubbing upwards, but I'm just picking up some of that extra soap and putting it back onto the lash line. You can rinse from here, but I personally like to take off the extra soap and wipe it on a napkin before I rinse, just to make sure that I get all the soap off, because if you don't, it will cause retention issues or it might burn when your client's open. Now you can go in with your water bottle. Make sure you hold a napkin so that way the water doesn't run down their face. And again, this is the client's least favorite part because they always flinch, but make sure that you let them know what you're about to do. That way they expect it. Don't be afraid to really get in there with a paper towel to remove some of that excess product either. And if you still have product left over like I do, you can take your tweezer and just scrape off those little white flakes. Avoiding the little white flakes are nearly impossible, so don't freak out. It's totally normal. Again, just take your tweezer or the napkin and scrape them off. You guys can't see the fan, but in this clip, I'm just fanning her lashes dry and making sure that I brush through them. Sometimes, but not all the time, there may be product left on the bottom lash line, so before they open all the way, I just like to wipe it away with a napkin. And there it is. That's how you do a proper removal. And rubbing your eyes after a removal feels so good, especially if your client wears lashes all the time. So if my client is getting another full set, I always set aside 2 to 5 minutes to let them go ahead and rub their eyes. You guys can purchase the remover with the link in the description box. And if you haven't checked out our $28 lash course, you guys can check that out as well on my website. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more lash content. And if you guys struggle with anything, don't be afraid to leave it down in the comments so I can make videos for you guys.